From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. First pitch coming your way next. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. #1 in the league in strikeouts, Singy.
Yeah, that swing and miss pitch is next level, Boog. The ball just jumps out of his hand late.
It's not just power, it's precision. Every pitch has intent.
Yeah, and I'd say every start has entertainment value as well. You can't look away when he's on the mound.
Now the #2 hitter, Jonathan Aranda. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's out of play, a foul ball.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
High inside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
High outside.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. Back here at Rogers Center, towing the slab in today's game, Drew Rasmussen. What do we need to know here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Out towards right center field. Fraley on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Third. Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Swing and a ground ball. Walls throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Back now in Toronto. Well, Singy, tie score, and they'll need to get things going to extend that win streak.
Yeah, Boog, a lot of game left, but so far both teams are really battling.
1 up, 1 down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Below inside.
To third, Barger. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
4-seam fastball.
No score here in the second. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. That one lifted to left. Simpson gets under it. And a quick out, #1. Rasmussen in his 6th season, 30 years old now, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. This one in the air, center field. That's out #2. Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. That one to first. Hot shot. And he can't knock it down. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And next for Toronto, Leo Jimenez. Late swing, fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Slider. Middle
The 2-2. In the air to left center. Varsho coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. Out towards right center field. Springer on his way in. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Taylor Wall.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Slider. Low middle.
That's to third, and it stays fair. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz digs in now. In the dirt.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Slider.
Top of the third, no score. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Cut off. Now a throw home. He's in there. It's 2-0. So up next, Junior Caminero. And now 2-1. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that is downstairs. And the count's full. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that swings and misses. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 3-2. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Now that's smacked to right center. And that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score easily. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. This one in the air, right field. Fraley tracks it down for the out. And that is a big first out. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
That one is absolutely belted. Could be the extra bases. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Now here is Addison Barger. Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Varsho rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And we're back. Well, this team has been so impressive during their winning streak. Still trying to find their rhythm in this one, Singy.
Yeah, good teams usually find a way to settle in. It's taken a little time today, though, but with the way they've been playing, you can't count them out.
Got him swinging.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Base hit, left center field. And the tying run is on base. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. Well struck left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Coming home. He'll score, and they've tied it.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the...
Guerrero takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. Rays get an RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's an AL East. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Runner on the go. Bunt attempt misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Throws to first in time. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. Man at second. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Stays alive. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
For the Blue Jays, right fielder, George Springer.
In the air, right field, Fraley moving under it. And the inning is over. Back here at Rogers Center, and stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. And there's one down.
Sinker. Middle inside.
In the air, left field. Lucas moving under this one. Takes it in for the out. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. And a swing and a miss.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. in with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today. 1 left for Tampa. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Mason Engler.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Out to short. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. Vladdy coming around third. He scores, and they have the lead. Stepping in, Addison Barger. Here's a 1-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-2. And that's outside. Varsho leads off first with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. The 2-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
So let's take a closer look. Brian Baker on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Walls throws to first, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Andres Jimenez. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen, but they strike for 3. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Cedric Mullins. Towards first. Guerrero steps on the bag, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Fastball for a strike.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Middle inside.
That one misses. Full count now.
Middle outside.
Swings through him for the K. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Back now in Toronto. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. The 2-2. Swings and misses. Now 2 away.
Up next.
And the
for
Rays
Blue
manager.
Jays,
Pitching change here, Steven Matz.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Two down, nobody on. On a line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Back here at Rogers Center, it's getting late, and you know, Singy, we've talked about the win streak they're on. They'll need a rally to keep it going.
Yeah, Boog, and sometimes that's exactly what makes a streak memorable. Coming from behind, finding a way when it looks tough. Let's see if they've got one more in them.
1 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
And they'll do it again.
Slider. Low inside.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. That's out number 3. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 2-1. Chopped out towards short. Walls sends it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. To the right side, Lux whips it to first, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho, and a 1-1. Lux, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Brendan Little on to pitch out of the pen here. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. There's a strike. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 out. Jonathan Aranda, the next to hit. That one misses. 3-1.
Overhand curve. Middle center.
And he walked him.
Up next for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Peter Caminero.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. The 1-1 is fouled off. Aranda leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, Addison Barger. Top 5 at batting average. It has been a nightmare for pitchers this season, Singy.
Yeah, the swing is simple, Boog. Repeatable and deadly. Remarkable consistency.
Here's a 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
For the Blue Jays, designated hitter, Kazuma Okamoto.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ernie Clement. Runner on first and one down for him. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one almost got him. Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You let the ball travel.
On the ground to first. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 7-3. Runners at the corners here, one away. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores. Manager out of the dugout. Joe Boyle taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second, and it's 9-3. Runners on the corners with one gone. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Base hit and a run in to score. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Bases loaded, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes the grab and a leaping play at the wall.
Now, Boog, that ball had some carry on it. Great job of making a decision quickly to get up in the air.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
4-seam fastball, high middle.
Popped in the air, left field. Lucas drifts towards it, and there's one down. And now it's Gavin Lux. Ground ball right side, Jimenez. Slinging it to first in time. 2 down, nobody on. You're at the top of the 9th.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
4-seam fastball, middle outside.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
4-seam fastball.
The Rays down to their final strike. Just off the outside edge. Now 2-2. Got him. That finishes the evening's action.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable.
All right, we'll be back. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game. All right, just about ready for baseball. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. Back to the mound. He's got it. Handles, throws to first. One out in the top of the first.
Splitter, low middle.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Splitter.
Just getting started here in Toronto. That's too low. 2-2.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sinker, low middle.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning for Cedric Mullins.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Low outside.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Nick Martinez. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. A 2-run blast. Home run number 10 of the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Now at the plate, Kazuma Okamoto. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And a base hit right there. Varsho rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, the tag, and he's safe. And they're up by 3. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
The other way. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. So now 1-2. Stays alive. Cuts swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
2 on, 2 outs. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 3 runs. Back here at Rogers Center. On now to the top half of inning number 2.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 down.
Batting 7th, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson. Just missed.
High inside.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
4-seam fastball.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looks like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Out towards right center field. Brings it in. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. The 1-2. On the ground. And that's just foul. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 out now.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that's a 1-out single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. And foul ball. That one almost got him. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next,
Clements off of first with 2 away.
Baseman, Addison Barger.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go.
Runner takes off. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. And Singy, last time out, he was nearly untouchable. Today, same story.
He's pitching like a man on a mission out there. A hitter's nightmare.
Yandy Diaz now. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
4-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. So digging in, Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Go Chris through the early stages, and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Tampa, still down 3-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. In the air to left center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. 1-1 now. Base hit into right center. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0. That one lifted to left. 2 away now.
Up next for the
Here's
Blue
Andres
Jays,
Jimenez.
shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
And a swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at Rogers Center and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. Oh, that ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. The flip, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Rays down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. Oh, he can't squeeze it. The underhand flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. And a 2-1 on the way. That one missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Up next for Tampa Bay, left fielder Chandler Simpson.
And he lays down a bunt. Fires over to Guerrero. No hit here on the bunt attempt. They get the out. And now here is Taylor Walls. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's the 3rd out. So the welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Mason Engler on for his 20th appearance of the year. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, 3rd strike.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And he strikes. Back now in Toronto. Well, we saw what he could do last outing, and once again, he's making it look easy, Singy.
Yeah, excellent job keeping these hitters guessing up there. We'll see if he can keep this going.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now the DH, Yandy Diaz.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking it.
Barger to second for 1. To Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Down to third baseman, Junior Caminero. And ball 4, 2 aboard. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a base hit as a run scores. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Swing, and he popped it up. And that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. The 1-1. On the ground, just fair for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at second. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Angler, the tall righty, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. That one way inside. Foul ball there. Jackknifes out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. High fly ball, right field. Fraley settles under this one. And there's one away. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. And the Rays manager. The pitcher on here, Cole Sulser. He last pitched 2 days ago. And next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez. Two. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the RBI single pushes across. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Mason Fluharty.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Sweeper.
1-2 now. That's the 3rd. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. No question about this one. It's out of here. So he goes yard to left. 3rd home run of the season. And here is Hunter Fiducia. That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Low middle.
Chop back up the middle. Clement throws to first in time, and that's the 3rd out. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. It's back here at Rogers Center. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Brian Baker, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Boyle getting cranked up as well. The 1-2. Swings and misses, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Next to hit, Nathan Lucas.
Left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Late with the swing there. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Two now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Lux throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, Tyler Rogers.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Snuck the fastball by him. Jonathan Aranda, the next to hit.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
In the air, right field, Sanchez. Ranging back, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for
And there's
Tampa
2
Bay,
away.
third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Slayer. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
Sinker. Middle inside.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. And that is that. The new pitcher in the game, Brian Baker.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
The 1-1. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Addison Barger.
The 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Oh, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little. He's been so good against lefties. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Right fielder, Jake Bailey.
A little out front there as he swings through it. And they'll do it again.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Bump.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. And now it's Gavin Lux.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Went back to the curb, and it was a smart choice. Here's a 1-1. That's the ball.
Sinker. Middle outside. Overhand curve. Low outside.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. The Rays back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Joe Boyle.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll see if that factors in.
And a 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to it.
The 1-1. In the air, right side. Fraley takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, George Springer, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late. A little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past it. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. This one in the air, center field. Varsho should have this one. That's out number 2. So they're down to their final out. So next to the plate for Tampa. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And
we'll be back with the first pitch right after. And towing the slab here, Trey Savage. And Singy, it's not hard to see. He's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground right side, foul. And that's just foul.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
High fly ball out to center field. Varsho under this one. And there are two down. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. That one's in there. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Slider. Low outside.
This one belted. Deep left field. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. And the Rays take the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious.
Oh, that got him on the mound. And he's safe at first. So two down. Chandler Simpson. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
No, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great.
And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Tampa Bay in this one, Steven Matz. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. That one the other way, and there's a hit. And a man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Out to short. Nice stop. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Top of the second. Now up for Tampa Bay, Nick Fortes. Got him. One gone here.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Now a blooper back behind short. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Taylor Walls. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Matz making his first start of the year. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Got him. 2 away.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back.
Splitter.
Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Four-seam fastball.
2-2.
High middle.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. And the count 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows that.
Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. Double play. What a clean killing. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw. On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Ball to strike. Swings through that.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer now at the plate. Out to short. Whips it to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. In the air, right field. Springer under it. 1 down. And stepping in for the Rays, Chandler Simpson. That to right. Springer on his way over. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Gavin Lux next to hit for the Rays. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that's the inning. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. On the ground at first. Aranda steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue
Next is the
Jays,
designated hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back here at Rogers Center, now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. Right through there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Clement over to first. One away here in the fifth.
High outside.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Middle outside.
3-2 now.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball.
And a payoff pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz getting ready to hit. Swings and misses. And a count now even up. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down and that. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. On the ground to third, Caminero. Throws across the diamond. That's 6 straight set down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Struck him out swinging. Now she's retired 7 in a row.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Anthony.
2 down, nobody on. That's to third. To first, and that is that. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. At the plate, Jonathan Aranda.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-2.
Outside.
Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for
So
Tampa
digging
Bay,
in, Junior Caminero.
Junior
He's produced the
Caminero.
only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding.
Manager out of the dugout. Mason Fluhart taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Outside.
And they'll do it again.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. The 1-1. Up the middle. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave.
Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Blue Jays down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Oh, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking.
Mason Engler will take over here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
next for the Blue
Dalton
Jays.
Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Dalton Varsho.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 62.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically.
Oh, wow. What a stop. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Nick Fortes will hit next. His home and away splits there. On a line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, second baseman Gavin Lux.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. And that's outside.
Four-seam fastball.
And they're all loaded up. Stepping in, Taylor Walls. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Base hit. 1 runs in. Runner around third. The relay to the plate, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3. The Rays trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Next to hit, Yandy Diaz.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball, perhaps.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. All loaded up. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early.
Tosses to first. That ends the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Clevenger. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
On the ground to first. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Edwin Uceda.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
the tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a
Now pitching.
welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for ball.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 2 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Popped up. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
Miles Straw.
Payoff pitch. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Straw wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. This one smoked on its way out of here. And just like that, they're within a run. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
DeLuca, long run, tracks it down for the out. 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Dalton Varsho.
Center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a foul ball.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That one 95 to finish him off. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jimmy Garcia.
Garcia.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a miss there. Stays alive. In the air to left center. And there's 2 away.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Griffin Jacks.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to...
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Late swing, fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blue Jays have just one out left here. So the tying run at second. They're down to their final strike.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, a real balanced ball game. 3-2 score. We saw some hitting at times. We saw some good pitching at other times. And I think very balanced, very pleasurable game, I think, for the fans as well as for us up here in the booth. Watching the execution by both teams was really impressive. They did it in all facets of the game.
Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Big storyline of this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his...
All right, we'll be back together. And on the hill, Casey Mize. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the 1-1. Up the middle. Throw on to Torkelson. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, nobody on. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back here in Detroit, and the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Low outside.
Here's Riley Green. That one ripped, but foul.
4-seam fastball. Middle
1-2 here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Oh, great stop. To first, and they get the out.
4-seam fastball.
The 1-1. Ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here comes Torque to the plate.
Low middle.
Swings and misses.
Circle
and the count 1-2.
Low outside.
Got him swinging. Top of the second. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. Up the middle. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. On the money. Nice play.
Batting 5th, 3rd baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. Second inning here. No score. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 2 down, bases empty. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. On the ground. Baez fires over to first. And that is that. Back in Comerica Park. Bottom half of inning number 2. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers.
Knuckle curve.
The 1-2.
Inside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Swings through that.
Low outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Out towards right center field. Varsho after it. He hauls it in. 2 away. And now it's Baez.
Low inside.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Circle change.
The 1-1.
Low outside.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Four-seam fastball.
1-2 now.
Outside.
Up the middle. What a stop. It's there, and that's a great play. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Inside, almost got him. Top of the third, no score. That one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Anthony Santander knocks one out. His 4th home run of the season. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. That's ripped. Base hit. Around second, on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Here comes Springer around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Vladdy comes in to score. It's 4-zip. Cut off, throw to third, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Well done, drives in the run. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
This one chopped to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. Kazuma Okamoto, the next to hit. Here's a 2-1. In the air, right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, I'll tell you what, Singy, we documented his recent struggles on the mound, but a great start in this one.
Yeah, it looks like a completely different ball player. Relaxed, in rhythm, and totally in control. None of that was there last time out.
1 away. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Gleyber Torres digs in now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball inside.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
Out towards right center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back at Comerica Park. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Swings through that one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
For the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
In the air, left field. Green should have this one. 2 down. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. Late on that fastball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blues.
Leading off for the Tigers,
Circle
second
change.
baseman,
Low
Cole
outside.
E.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Knuckle curve.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Fastball. High outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Stays alive.
4-seam fastball.
And a
High
1-2.
inside.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Circle change. Low outside.
That one misses.
That's down.
2-2.
4-seam fastball.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Knuckle curve. Low inside.
And they'll do it again.
Knuckle curve. Low middle.
Ground ball left
That's
side.
foul.
And that's just foul.
4-seam
Quite the
fastball.
matchup we're seeing
Low
here.
middle.
6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
That's
Towards
foul.
first. And
Knuckle curve.
foul ball.
Low inside.
High fly ball right field. Springer has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brennan Hanafy.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So the batting
right
order
fielder,
turns over.
George Springer.
Stepping in, George Springer. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
On the ground to the left. Throws across the diamond. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That one finds the zone. Going to count 1-2.
Low outside.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
High outside.
Popped up. Okamoto settles underneath it. And there's one away. Javi Baez digs in right side. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. Clement settles under this one. And there are two down.
Circle change. Middle outside.
That one ripped right center field. Ranging back. Leaping, and it's gone. He got just enough of that one, and they cut into the deficit.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
So two down. Jace Young up now for the Tigers. And that one hammered. And that one is off the wall. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in, Addison Barger. Into center and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning. Bouncer to second, and that one handled. Tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. And next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto.
Third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Barger coming home. He will score. It's 6-1. And in its second with an RBI double.
Up next,
that extends his hitting streak to an even dozen. Singing. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time. Here's A.J. Hinch. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Brant Herter.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. This guy's sink has so much drop at it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. The Jays push across a run on this double. And this is back here in Detroit. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Gleyber Torres. Gleyber gets a piece, 1 and 2.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. And there's one down.
Four-seam fastball.
The 1-1.
Middle inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Next for the Tigers, second baseman, Colt Heath.
And up next for Detroit, Colt Heath.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Back at Comerica Park. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Anthony Santander. In the air to left center. Meadows on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
For the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
Line drive and a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that.
Oh, gets dirty to second, pulls him off the bag. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
First baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. Here's Keith for 1. And that's 2. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. That's to third. Okamoto sends it to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Slider. Low
The 1-1. Oh, that hit him. And they get the out after the ricochet. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 down, base is empty. Dylan Dingler will hit next.
Knuckle curve.
The 1-2.
Outside.
Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Back here in Detroit. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Foul ball. And now it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Handles, throws to first. Awesome play there.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder Dalton Varsho.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit
Troy Melton taking over on the mound.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Swings through that. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Went back to the slider. And we're back, and I don't know who this guy is, but it's definitely not the same pitcher we saw last time out, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, channeling his inner Greg Maddux out there, painting corners like it's a summer art class.
Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Low inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him. You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That one missed. So a walk puts runners at first and second. So up next, Riley Green. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract. get some weak contact at times. So you don't.
Clement's over to first. That ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kenley Jansen.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Strike 2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Up next,
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Santander.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses, 2 away.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Ground ball up the middle. The flip, nicely done for the out. One left.
Now pitching for Toronto.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Mason Fluhardt.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That missed by a lot. Ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. Torkelson leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Fluhardt is just 1 strike away. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boog, he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started. Getting the nod on the mound, Tarek Skubal. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a 2-2. In the air, right field, Perez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Detroit, and on the hill in this one, Jose Barrios. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Swing and a bouncer. Jimenez throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
Here's a 1-1. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That'll fire up the dugout. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that will end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Fights it off. He'll see another. Skubal making his 10th start of the year. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting 6. Catcher.
So now with one away and a man at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. High fly ball, right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Cut off. Throw to third.
No.
He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. late with the swing there. Swing and a miss, and that is that. A double in the end. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the second. So the Toronto Blue Jays putting together a terrific season so far, about a third of the way in. And Singy, they had high expectations coming into the year, and so far they looked the part completely.
For sure, Boog. I mean, these guys are winning at a very high rate, competitive in every single game. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Middle outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Sinker.
Dingler aboard here at first with nobody out. And ball 4 to aboard. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Circle change.
Here's a 1-2.
Low outside.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
And that one almost hit him.
Sinker. Low outside.
Nice grab. The feed for 1. A sensational double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
High outside.
Swing, and he popped it up. That is the inning. Back here in Detroit, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swings through that one. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove, and he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's George Springer. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. And it falls. The throw into second. They take the force out. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The 1-2. That one just misses. Step off, throw to first. And Springer's in there safely. Springer off of first with 2 away. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. Bottom of the inning, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Gleyber Torres.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
Circle change. Low outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Clement handles, throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. Colt Pete up now for the Tigers.
Slurve. Middle inside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Tigers on to the 4th. Addison Barger digging in. He's the league leader in batting average, and that bat has been scorching hot, Singy.
Yeah, and everything off his barrel is noisy, Boog. Gap-to-gap approach, stays inside the baseball beautifully.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
The 1-1. Ground ball could be 2. The flip. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Slings to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. 2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Sinker. Middle outside. Slurve.
1-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Sinker.
The 1-2.
Low outside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Dylan Dingler.
Outside.
This one in the air, right field. And he misses it. It drops in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Up next for the Tigers. Shortstop,
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Slurve.
The 1-2.
Low outside.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Slurve. Low outside.
Right side. Clement. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at Comerica Park. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Gets him to chase after that one. This one in the air, center field. 1 away. Blue Jays down a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. And ball 4 there, tying run is on base. And the batter is George Springer. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Three-2. On the ground, out to short. On to first, out number 3. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Puts it away for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Sinker. Low outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Varsho coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2
Sinker.
outs.
Middle outside.
Back to the top of the Detroit. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. Welcome back. It's been a great game. So let's take another look at the most important moment so far. So now here's the DH. Addison Barger. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Nicely done for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop, gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is the inning. Back here in Detroit, well, we saw what he could do last outing, and once again, he's making it look easy, Singy.
Yeah, excellent job keeping these hitters guessing up there. We'll see if he can keep this going.
Slurve. Middle inside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Slurve.
1-2.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Slurve. Low inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Circle
Colton
change.
Keith up now for the Tigers. Popped up. Jimenez settles underneath it. 2 down.
Sinker.
The 1-1.
Outside.
This one in the air, right field, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So runner at second, 2 down. Fires over to Guerrero, and that is the back at Comerica Park. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Digging in, Ernie Clement. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job.
Now this one gets through. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single. And this now on the bump, Kenley Jansen.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
At the plate, Leo Jimenez puts a bunt down. Throw on to Torkelson. There to beat him by an eyelash. Go ahead run on base. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Tyler Holton, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Finnegan, the right-hander, also getting loose. In there! Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Now into the game, Jesus Sanchez. He takes over in right.
Number 12, Jesus Sanchez.
Sinker. Low inside.
On the ground to first. Guerrero takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Sinker. Low mill.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Low inside.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Slurve. Low outside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Slurve.
Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez.
Foul ball.
Cutter.
2 down, nobody on. Set down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Back here in Detroit, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Jansen pitching for the 20th time this season. He joined the team as a free agent. Rolled over to third, and a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Sets him down looking.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Chopped on the ground, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Kyle Finnegan.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
That smash towards center. And that is that. New pitcher now for the Jays, Brendan Little.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BB. Here's Riley Green.
Left fielder, Riley.
There's a strike.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Overhand curve.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Back at Comerica Park. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. That one is absolutely belted. Going back on this one. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Clement over to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Spencer Torkelson will hit next.
Sinker.
The 1-2.
Ball 2. Slider. Low outside.
So Torque takes the whip.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Low inside.
Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Low inside.
Drilled in the air, high and deep, right field. Carrying well. Wow! Ball game!
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Framber Valdez. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
First baseman,
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Ripped to third and caught.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Addison Barker.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to the left, Baez. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And now it's Dalton Varsho. The 1-1. This one smacked out to left center. And a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Chopper to second. That ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy. Gleyber Torres up to hit, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Sinker. Low outside.
And that drops in for a strike.
Low inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Slider. Low inside.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 down. Colt Keith will hit next.
Low outside. Slider. Middle inside.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Popped in the air, left side. He makes the grab.
Slider. Low outside.
And that is cut on and missed. Going to count 1-2.
Low outside.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That is the inning. Scoreless. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. The relay, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Meadows takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was back here in Detroit, bottom of the second. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. McKinstry with a homer in his last game. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Middle inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's the center fielder, Parker Meadows. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count's even at 2.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Slider. Middle outside.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Sweeper. Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure.
Play made, that ends the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. On the ground. The underhand flip. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Back-to-back base hits. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
That's to third. Throw is high and over his head. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. So runners in the corners, nobody out. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Hard hit into the gap, 1 run will score. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score, 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Swing and a ball popped up. Baez under it. And there's 1 down. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now.
Third baseman Kazuma Okamoto.
Breaking ball, and that got him. Two on, 1 out. This one smoked on its way out of here. And Captain Kirk goes deep. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add on. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat.
Kiter Montero gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. This one in the air, right field, and that'll do it. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate, 3 of them on this 3-run. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the last of the third. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers.
Low outside.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho on his way over. Takes it in for the out.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Out to short. Jimenez fires to first in time. Here's Riley Green.
Middle inside.
2 down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Just off the inside corner. Ball 2.
High inside.
And they'll do it again.
Sinker.
2-2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tigers are shut down there. They still find themselves down. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Up next.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is George Springer. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Next to hit, Addison Barger. The 1-1. In the air, right field. Jones under this one. And that is that. Blue Jays back here in Detroit. Bottom 4. Colton Keith up now for the Tigers. That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Stays alive.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Up next for the Tigers.
Outside.
First baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Knuckle curve. Low outside. Slider.
The Jays
Low
up big
outside.
in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Ground ball right side. Clement handles, throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back. Let's
Leading
check out
off
what's
for
been
the Blue
happening of
Jays,
late.
center
Really
fielder
been struggling.
Dalton Varsho.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Swings through that. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 gone.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist.
Runner on the go. Liner caught at second. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in. Back in Comerica Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jake Rogers.
Catcher, Jake Rogers.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Sinker.
2 down, nobody on. And that one hammered back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. He flexes his power with that swing. His 2nd of the year. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
1-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We're through 5. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ball and a strike. The pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. On the run, throw to first.
He's out.
Nicely done for the out.
Just an outstanding play going up the middle right there. And the exchange to get the throw off to first just shows you why he's one of the best shortstops around. So smooth.
This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, well, we go bottom 6. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Gleyber gets a piece, 1 and 2.
Fastball. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Springer takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Colt Keith. This one in the air center field. Varsho on the move. And that ends the inning. Tyler Holt gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Back at Comerica Park. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Slings to first in time. Here's a 1-2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Slings to first in time. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Torkelson has a beat on it. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 7th, Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Torkelson wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they still got both their challenges. And he can't make the play. Flips it, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Shortstop, Javier Baez.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Knuckle curve.
2 down, nobody on. And down on strikes. Inning over. Tigers. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
1-2 here. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman Ernie Clement.
One out man at first. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. That's out to center field. And that's down, a base hit. And now two aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great.
That's ripped. Base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. So back to the top of the order. And the batter is George Springer. 1-1 now. That one fouled off. And that's off the outside edge. And the count is even, 2-2. Sets him down looking. Here's A.J. Hinch heading. New pitcher for the Tigers, Troy Melton.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
High fly ball, right field. Jones on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. It's Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers.
Center fielder Parker Meadows.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Out towards right center field, and there's one down.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Jahmai Jones. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Low outside.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Slider. Middle outside.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it 6-1. All set to start the ninth in this one. Addison Barger has one of the top averages in the league, Singy. That bat's got more hits than a summer playlist.
Pitchers are looking around like, can someone unplug this guy?
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And a ground ball to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To second, there's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. One out man at first. Kazuma Okamoto getting ready to hit. Next offering is fouled back. And a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's two gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
The 2-1. And there's a ball. Melton wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. And it's a called strike after the review. Still two challenges left for them. The 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Varsho off of first with two away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. And now first and second with two outs. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Mason Fluhart. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Backed off the plate that time. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Cutter. Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Cutter. Middle inside.
That one out to right. Springer settles underneath it. One away. And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green.
Sweeper.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
They're down to their final strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And they'll do it again.
Cutter. Low
The
outside.
1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Cutter. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. That one missed.
Cutter.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Outside.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Clement. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do is play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.